Hello, my name is Joseph. I'm the founder of Our Next Arc. This video is a brief introduction into what Our Next Arc is and how I believe that we can come together to build a better way of life for us all. Without further ado, I'll get right into the first question. What is Our Next Arc? Our Next Arc is a union of workers, consumers, and businesses who recognize that basic human needs are basic human rights and that all people have the right to thrive. By basic human needs, we mean the essentials needed to thrive in life, such as access to healthcare, housing, sustenance, education, and a clean environment. By the right to thrive, we mean that all people have the right to basic human needs. O&A businesses operating within our arc willfully adopt the O&A model, a pro-social business model that ensures workers a thriving wage capable of providing basic human needs. As an overarching organization, Our Next Arc works to promote needs as rights to all globally, regardless of affiliation with any organization, government, or set of beliefs. Our goals are definitely bold. We have bold plans, proven methods, a fearless team, and tremendous reach. Now we need you to join us as we build Our Next Arc. The first principle is 3 times salary range. All basic human needs are equal. All salaries are transparent and wages increase by the same percentage across all positions within our arc. A 3 times salary range keeps wages fair and ensures that everyone is capable of providing basic human needs for themselves and their families with their wage. Principle 2, a $33 per hour minimum wage. This comes out to roughly $70,000 per year. I call this a thriving wage. This would adjust fairly for inflation. We all deserve a pay that can meet our basic human needs. With a minimum wage of $70,000, the potential maximum wage is $210,000 when we apply that 3 times salary range. Everyone can thrive on those wages. The third principle is a $333,000 annual maximum wage. This also adjusts fairly for inflation. This is more than enough for one person to live on. This is a limit only to the position at the business within our arc. We do not put limits on the individual person's right to earn unlimited money annually, only on the annual payout for each position within our arc. By utilizing a maximum wage, we are ensuring that one person, group, or entity cannot earn disproportionate levels of income while others suffer with low wages. Workers have the right to work outside of our arc or a second job within our arc. Workers have the right to make over this $333,000 annual wage if they can legitimately do it by working enough hours at separate jobs. Business owners are also free to operate businesses under the O&A model or not under the O&A model. We'll take all the help that we can get. Principle 4, the O&A Fund. The O&A Fund is a collection of funds used to shore up businesses within our arc. It's funded by donations, fundraiser events, and our arc businesses paying 5% of their excess profits every quarter to the fund. Excess profits are defined as what is left after all employees and taxes are fully paid and all business needs are taken care of. The 5% will only come out of what is remaining. If a business still cannot pay that 5%, there's no penalty. We're here to help each other grow, not to penalize each other. A business who cannot pay would be a business first in line for help from the O&A Fund. Businesses that do not need help from the O&A Fund will contribute without receiving funds. Within O&A, those that are capable of supporting do so for those that are in need of support because that is our highest honor. Businesses will receive funds based on their needs. The fund is only dispersed to help O&A businesses in need, to fund new O&A businesses, and to go to charities. No one is paid a salary or lives directly off of the O&A Fund, and that includes me. Principle 5, we separate business and government. We work to ensure that basic human needs are basic human rights. We pay our taxes, not our politicians. Interactions between O&A and any government or corporate entity will always be transparent to the public. By paying taxes in full as businesses, we work to ensure our governments around the world have the resources they need to deliver needs as rights for all, and we will encourage them to do so. Why apply a maximum wage at all? To ensure that no single entity becomes excessively wealthy. As AI and automation increasingly displace the human workforce, it will become easier to consolidate tremendous wealth upwards and for the human workforce to be dismissed without recourse. There's nothing wrong with having tremendous wealth. There is a problem with wealth hoarding and systems being in place that allow for so many to suffer in poverty or to struggle through life working themselves to death because they cannot afford to stop working to properly care for themselves. We choose at Our Next Arc to operate better. Does Our Next Arc own or control our ARC businesses? Other than the ones that I personally start, no. We have no say in anything that a business within our ARC does beyond what the ONA model states. Even businesses that we help to get up and running, we want to get our hands out of it as soon as possible and hand it off to the true team that will own and operate it long term. What's the best way to communicate with Our Next Arc? Discord. You'll get the fastest and most direct interactions with the ONA team in our Discord server. Here's a link. Who created Our Next Arc? Joseph Abdallah. I put this last because I really think that the idea of Our Next Arc is much more important than me or anybody that I want or have currently on the team. We are all coming together to form something much bigger than all of us. All of my experiences in life from early on shaped what Our Next Arc is now, and it's very much an extension of my core beliefs and thoughts being put into action in a way that benefits as many people as possible. I don't think that I have all the answers or that I'm anyone special. I know how deeply flawed I am, just as I know all of you are as well. I also know we are all capable of doing much better for ourselves and the world at large than we are now if we unite on a common front to do so. While life doled out a tremendous pain my way very early on in life, as well as constantly throughout my life, as it does for so many of us, the circumstances and luck of my life have also led me to end up with some very interesting relationships and opportunities that have helped me define healing. This journey is what has become Our Next Arc and the Personal Development Center curriculum. This is a way of finding yourself in a place with others, a way of having the space and means to heal without any dogma. Thankfully, the ONA team now has numerous dedicated core members who are making steady progress to create good for those around us and for all as broadly as possible. Why attempt Our Next Arc? Because we have no obligation or reason to support systems that don't serve us. ONA businesses will set up structures to serve and support humanity, not the other way around. We all are coerced into this antisocial morality at work because we know that if we stand up for what is right and moral, that we risk losing our own livelihoods. It's foolish to expect the current system to suddenly have a change of heart or trajectory. Beyond me, it's plain to those who have eyes to see and ears to hear and lives that they are struggling to live that profit reigns supreme over all other concerns for humanity or the planet. Extreme wealth hoarding and poverty are seen as normal. Why? Slaving away for hours a day to the point that families barely have a chance to know each other anymore is seen as normal. Why? All that time at work and wages are stagnant, bills are piling up, and our basic human needs are getting more expensive every day, and that is all seen as normal. The planet is being pilfered, polluted, suffocated, and destroyed, while the general public is being told that the problem is that we are each individually not recycling enough, or we are not being green enough, or not liberal or conservative enough, or not capitalist, socialist, or communist enough. Or maybe we need to send more prayers and thoughts. At the same time, we're told to blame all this mass destruction we see around us on the immigrants, the blacks, the whites, the Jews, the Muslims, and the Mexicans, and the Hindus too. But really, we know it's all the faults of the Chinese, the Arabs, the Russians, and the West. But also, it's your neighbors, your friends, your family, and the thoughts in your head. As technology further improves, there is an increasingly bold and apparent disregard for the rest of humanity and the planet as corporate profits soar. Why? And the only solution being offered to us to deal with the terror instilled within us is take this pill and eat this overpriced garbage and stay in your box and stare at your screen and don't question anything because nothing really matters, and don't take action because that will get you canceled or killed, and don't worry, you'll own nothing and be happy about it. Why? This, all that I have said now, is my why do I attempt our next arc. We will build our own way and leave behind the structures that believe the commodification of basic human needs are acceptable ways for any society to run. What organization owns or backs ONA? None. This is as grassroots as it gets. We seek to provide a world where we all can thrive. We ask and coerce no one for anything. What you have is yours. We are simply done doing business with entities who believe hoarding wealth, destroying lives and the planet for their own profit, or for any reason are acceptable actions. We won't fuel those businesses or lifestyles anymore. Join us as we build our next arc.